Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's me. So today I'll be talking about like my worst exam that I've ever had and like the best one. This was just a random thought that came to my mind. I thought I would make a video on it. So I was thinking about like my WAEC. It's like a national exam where like in your last year you take an exam and that's like would determine like how you get into university and all that. So for my set, in a week, we had physics, chemistry, biology practical, and I think maybe math. I'm not sure. We had five like major subjects in 1 week, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, every single day, major subjects. And so I think, oh no, it was for the math. So it's like calculus. So I think Monday was for the math, for the math. Monday was for the math, and that one didn't go too well, but it didn't go like terrible. It was mid. It was okay. And I mean, I just wrote it and thank God I finished it fine. It's not like as if I didn't know anything fully. I just finished it perfect. And then physics came. And there is this thing during that period where people who had like the questions to the exam will have dubs and everything. And so they would write it in like tiny papers, slip it into God knows where, and then they'll use it to cheat, basically. But I was too scared and I just rather not. And so this physics exam, I've been studying and studying and studying past questions, like everything, practice questions. I've been studying deep for this exam. I know I wasn't the best, I know, but then I mean I felt really prepared. Like I had my summary sheets, my notes, everything, and I was just cramming like the formulas to use and all. And then tell me why I got in the exam hall. Everything was chill. I opened like the theory because we had like a written section first before the multiple choice. We had like the written part, right? I was flipping through the entire page, like bang, 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 bang. I did not know anything. Oh, bro, I wanted to die in that, but like immediately I started flipping through those pages. I was shaking. I started crying. Well, I was not like crying profusely, but then I was like, there were just tears building up in my eyes, and I was just crying slowly. And I tell you, I was shaking through the entire exam because I had no idea what I was writing. And what was even pissing me off the most was people around me were just like cheating and talking and passing paper. And I just felt so angry and mad because I studied for this thing and I still did not, it still felt like I didn't do anything. After crying and shaking and everything, the OBJ part, the OBJ was way better. The multiple choice part was way better than the written part, but the written part already messed me up. So I wasn't even thinking straight for my multiple choice questions. I was just calculating and just picking any answer, just picking any answer. I just kind of gave up at that point. And then immediately after my exam, I left. People were celebrating. Hey, the dogs were correct. They were happy for me. I was dying inside. I was literally dying inside. I felt so sad. Immediately, I went to call my daddy. I was crying. Oh, I didn't know what to write. I was just crying and crying. And the next day, I had chemistry that I had to study for. Bro, I've never felt so sad. I just felt useless. Like, bro, what did I even study? Oh my goodness, I cried so bad. And then my guardian at that time, Mr. Brazak, was like, I should just that I can't do anything. Like I already written it's like that's happened already. Like there's nothing I can do. I should just go and study for my chem. And my daddy was just like telling me like, sorry, don't worry. And then I just kept on crying. I was just crying so bad. I felt so down and terrible. I just kept crying and crying. And then some days after, my physics teacher was like, "Oh, how was it?" I was like, "Ah, no, I didn't even like." I just shook my head like this didn't go well. It was not like don't worry that because we had like the practical section that don't worry in your practical. I think it was a 50-50 kind of thing. So the practical also hold like 50% of my final grade, and so I was just waiting for like the practical. Let me hope I do well in the practical, and then that will hopefully make my grade go better because I did terrible on that exam. Like I've never felt so dumb in an exam. And so I think the practical, I had to study for my chem and everything. Those ones went well. And then the practical day came up, and then I just had to like prepare really well for that one. That one went well. Eventually, I think I had a C5. I think I had a C5 in the physics, but I'm just so happy I didn't fail because that was so bad. That was terrible. Yeah, that was my worst exam ever. I don't pray that I don't wish that upon anybody. I don't pray anybody has any that experience ever, because oh my god, I oh god, that was terrible. Okay, now to the good parts. We've gone through the trauma part of my exam, and now to one that I felt I did not prepare for at all, but then I did really, really well in like the final. So this was when I was in junior secondary school, and it was business studies. But I know that in business studies there were topics like something about balance sheet, and I can't even remember the topics very well. But apparently you have to do like some credit and debit part, and then you have to balance it. So each, let's say the debit part should be 50K and the credit part should be 50K. It should just all be equal. And I never, my thing was never balanced. I didn't understand any of those things, and I was having like an exam that day, and I've been running to my friend like, please can you teach me, please can you teach me. I was like, oh yeah, yeah, she's going to teach me, but I don't think I had enough time because I was just so stressed and worried about it. And then that morning of my exam, I'm telling you, I'm like 30% prepared for the final. That morning, I used to, in my school, we have like portion work, so you just go sweep the ground and everything. So I was standing under a tree. I can remember it was a coconut tree in my boarding school. And then I was just standing outside and just praying to God, like, Lord Jesus, like, God, please just help me with this exam. Like, I don't know what I'm going to write, but God, please just help me. And I was like crying, and I was like, God, please just help me. And then I finished my work. I went over to the school area and all, and then we're all studying, like trying to cram. And like I tell you, like 5 minutes before like invigilators started coming in, like teachers and everything started coming in, a girl in my class was like, oh my gosh, like I have like the past questions to this class we are taking and everything. And I was like, okay. And then I think there were like 5 of us that just gathered around the paper, and then we're just studying, and we're cramming every single thing that was in that paper, like acronyms, everything, how to balance and all those things. We just learned it like in that time space of 5 minutes. And I tell you, like 80% of the questions from that practice question was on the actual exam. Oh my gosh, I've never felt so happy before. Oh my goodness. Because if I did not know that, I am definitely, I mean, I would not fail entirely. It's just that I don't think I would have done as well as I did if I had not seen that paper. I tell you, like everything was just the same. I just really wrote all the things I could write, just wrote everything, and they graded our final exam, like the exam in my school then, over 70. I had like a 68 over 70. That was like so good. So that is one good experience I've had with exam, that I felt really scared, but I ended up doing really, really well in the actual exam. And that moment of me praying, like, oh God, please help me, it just made me like believe in God more, because it's like, yes, God is real, and I feel those kind of things are not just coincidences. Like they don't just happen. Like I could not have been in that moment when the girl was like, oh, like I had the practice question and everything. Like I could have been somewhere else, and I don't think that's just a coincidence. So yeah, that's what I just wanted to share. I actually just finished my final exam, and I'm waiting on one grade. I just hope I did well in that class, because it's okay. I hope it goes well, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see anything new in the videos, or you want me to do anything, I'll be really happy to make it. And yeah, I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment. Have a good day. Bye. Mwah.